This movie is to demonstrate the falsely claimed capacity of this jump starter. The specification for the jump starter claims that its battery capacity, peak capacity, is 38,000 milliamp hours, which is 38 amp hours. Now 38 amp hours is about the capacity of a small car battery, and despite the higher energy density of a lithium polymer battery, there's no way that this small device could have a capacity of 38 amp hours. And I'm going to prove that by plugging it into a battery tester here, which will draw a constant current from the battery until the battery voltage discharges to the discharged level, and will then beep and display the amp hours capacity of the battery. So I've set the constant current to be drawn here, 0.51 amps, which is about the C on 10 rate for a 5 amp hour battery, or 5.1 amp hour battery, which is what I estimate this battery to be from previous tests. And I've set the threshold voltage at 9.0 volts, which is the fully discharged voltage of a lithium polymer 12 volt battery. It's not yet drawing any current, and won't do so until I press the run button. I've also, of course, got to plug in the connection to the jump start socket. So first of all, we'll turn on the device, and it indicates 100% capacity because I charged it just last night. I've now got to put this phone down while I plug in the connector, but just hold on a second. Right, it is fully plugged in, and we press the on button, although as far as I'm concerned that's probably not necessary, and then we press the run button on this device. So what it's displaying at the top is the voltage and now the amp hours, which of course hasn't started accumulating, and the bottom one is watt hours. Volts, amp hours, watt hours, while constantly drawing 0.51 amps. Now this is going to take, in theory, about 10 hours because it's the C on 10 measurement, which is the standard for measuring battery capacities, 1/10 of their stated capacity, the current equivalent to 1/10 of their capacity, which takes therefore 10 hours to discharge. So I'm going to now stop this video, and we'll start it again after I hear the beeper on the discharge tester beeping, which will indicate the end of the test in about 10 hours time. So here we are over 10 hours later, and the tester is beeping, which tells me that the discharge test is finished. So we press run to stop the beeping, and we can then check the amp hours, which is 5.029, which is pretty close to what I had previously measured. We can cycle through, maybe it's this one, yep, no, sorry. Anyway, let's just see what the jump starter says. After pressing the on button, it should actually drop back to its actual measured capacity. For some reason it's staying on 100, but if I switch it off and switch it on again, hopefully it will retest. Yes, there we go, so it's showing 0. So we have fully discharged the battery. We got a capacity of 5.029 amp hours, which is nothing like 38 amp hours claimed. So I consider that we have proven false advertising for this device.